shit. Here we go again.
Low, low, man. Low, low, man.
You like contracts, right? You're a contract guy.
I read contracts instead of conventional pornography, yes.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Legal Mindset, traveling here on the travel setup. So I've got the Brio. I had to go out and buy a ring light like a e-girl over here, but we're here today. What's up? Welcome to Legal Mindset, where we teach you to be your own judge. I'm Andrew Esquire, American attorney over here in Thailand, not in my home city though right now, traveling, but it's good to see everybody here from the kingdom. What's up? So we're doing a pretty scuffed stream today because I don't have headphones. So I can't hear any of the video that I would play today, but we're actually just going to deal with addressing things in terms of Dokibird and Dokibird's corporate troubles. That's in a tweet, and we'll deal with Dr. Disrespect. Now, I would normally review his video and be pausing it and all that, but I can't do that. That's scufftastic. So we're going to review the summary, and then I'll go and do a future video where I play-by-play it and see where he actually perhaps will file something legally in the next couple days, weeks, month, that we can follow up on. And then we'll talk a little bit about Scarla and maybe even Lydia. I was asked to do a dakimakura review of Lydia. So if we get to that, I'm on a time constraint today, but if we get to that, we'll save the spiciness of Lydia's daki for the end. We'll say that for the end. But thank you so much, Doug Diaz and Professional Gentleman with the 20 and the 5. Thank you so much for coming through. You guys are absolutely 100%.
Not a sin. I cannot absolve you. Mega based.
And I appreciate both of you. And as scuffed as this stream is, at least I didn't start muted. At least I didn't start muted. Okay, that's all you can ask for, really. But thank you, Professional Gentleman. Also, thank you for being a mod. You're absolutely fucking great mod, and leave some great commentary on a lot of my posts. So, want to say special thank you for that. Also, thank you to all the other mods right now. I think Danielle's probably sleeping. Bless her heart. She's gonna be like, "Wait, you went live?" I'm like, "Yeah, sorry, Danielle. It happens." But good to see everybody here. Also, some of the OG members. We got Invader Talk, Repton, Johan, Zernia, all you guys. Thank you for Highwind. Good to see you guys. Trina, Pot of Ruins, Muzzy Skeleton. What's up, Muzzy? Good to see you. Who else we got here today? Let me see some. Zorro, good to see you. Zathis, Diminvend. Good to see a lot of the members in the house today. Appreciate all y'all. Appreciate all the members of the Base Legal Mindset. You guys are really the core of what keeps this operation going and keeps it so.
Degenerates. You guys degenerates.
I really rely on my core degenerates. Without my core degenerates, there's no operation. Thank you so much, Muzzy, for once again joining up and being one of those degenerates that just is always there to answer the phone when we get a call.
Hello, Beso Department.
Appreciate you, Muzzy. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you. You're looking green, Mr. Mindset. Get well soon. No, this is just the little e-girl light. I literally bought it for 140 baht. If you guys want to do that conversion, you can go ahead. So here's this version. I can go white. I don't like this one. And this is like a bluish one almost. I don't like that color. The yellow, I mean, I'm in Asia, so yellow pill, right? Yellow's all right. We're in Asia here, so just got to keep it based. But I'm doing well. I'm just been working. I'm working a lot. A lot of in-person clients, a lot of face-to-face stuff. So I've been really, really busy the last week, which is why I haven't been streaming as much. And there's been a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff I wanted to stream, but I simply have not had the time. I'll also be going to Japan next week. So crazy schedule. But I do appreciate all y'all showing up and being here for this. So let's just kick it off with the first thing I want to talk about, which is Dokibird. So someone actually asked me to, sorry, someone in the chat said hepatitis yellow, and I just about fucking died. Okay. All right. Serious stuff. We do serious legal analysis on this channel. Very serious legal analysis. Okay. So somebody asked me to review this issue from Dokibird, and they asked me to say, hey, can Doki sue? So I'm going to review this issue. There are legal parts of this, and to the extent which she was wronged, once again, whether she can sue and whether she could sue are two different things. Also, everyone's saying I have jaundice in the chat. I'm going to ban your asses. So I'm joking. I love when people make sickness jokes. It's great. Wrapped in real quick says, every day my degeneracy levels rise, getting stronger. Also, Dokibird should absolutely sue if possible. Well, let's get through this, and I'll tell you what's going on here. So, okay. First of all, I was a little confused when I read this because Doki uses a statement, my company, and when she uses this statement, I want to clarify that I don't think, and I'm running on the assumption that this is not actually her company in the sense that she doesn't own the company. I think she's using the word my company in the sense of a company she is working with. So that is an underlying assumption, but it's a legally relevant assumption. Because if she actually owned the company, then the liability picture is completely different, right? And the analysis is completely different. So the giant asterisk over all of this is I'm assuming this is a merch company she is working with and not one that she has any ownership stake in or any control over. So I'm just making that basic assumption, but understand these are the types of things in a legal analysis that completely change the story. If you are somebody who is a director of a company and your co-director fucks up, that's different than if it's a company you're working with and have no control over, no ownership of, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so what happened to Doki here? Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's go a little bit plus ultra on this. There we go. That's good. Okay, merch update. We've been getting a lot of emails about this and just wanted to make an official announcement. There has been an issue distributing and my old director of my company. I think she means with distributing and with my old director of the company. I parted ways with the director as I found out they were taking advantage of me and my work and threatening my staff. And however, due to this, they have held my merch hostage for 2 months now and stopped the distributor from working with me. It is also why I've been so behind in work as behind the scenes. I've had to restructure the entire company and fix the many issues the ex-director left behind. This is the confusing part because the way she's using these terms, like my staff, that sounds like she's paying these employees directly, which she does. And she says, I parted ways. It sounds like she has some control here. Now, if she does control, then she would have an issue with the director leaving and then intentionally interfering with the distributor. If she doesn't control it, it's just somebody she's working with or a collaborator, whatever else, then there's issues regarding performance, breach of contract. And certainly once the director leaves, there's still tortious interference. So regardless, either way, the one thing that sticks around and the one thing out of this first paragraph that jumps out to me is holding the merch hostage and stopping the distributor, another party, a third party from working with them. That is tortious interference with a business relationship. That is this one, regardless of whether she controls the company or doesn't control the company, this part here is actionable. It's highly likely that holding the merch hostage is also actionable against that specific director. But yeah, there's a reason why family and business don't mix. Exactly. I think she said somewhere else on another Twitter post that she started her own company. Okay, so let's assume, well, then let's change that assumption. Let's go and assume that she does own the company. Then even if she owns the company, well, if she owns the company, she is responsible for the people she hires. So if she did a bad job hiring somebody, that's kind of at least partly on her. And, you know, you can call that person bad or whatever else, but if you own a company, you are responsible for those you hire and fire, and it's on you to hire competent employees. However, if that employee, which becomes an ex-employee, starts to mess with your business, they're now not your employee anymore. You have no responsibility over them, and now they're intentionally trying to sabotage your work. That's bad. That's real bad. Highwind says, I think she might actually be the CEO. There's an entry for Dokibird Production Inc. And that was the first thing when I searched Dokibird CEO. Let me actually search for that. Dokibird Production Inc. Okay, let's see if we can find that real quick. Okay. Oh, I found this. Oh, wow. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Well, I do see Dokibird Production. I have found that. And then there's also like Doki merch, which is interesting. So very, very interesting. Actually, let me look at the TOS on this. Very interesting. Cool. So yeah, caught your stream. Email clip sent. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so I think she may have the interest here. I think she may have a CEO interest or a controlling interest here. Sounds like it. But I think she does need some professional help. She does need lawyers for this. And she does need PR as well. Now, she can have some employees doing double duty, but she's got to at least have a lawyer on contract. At least a lawyer on contract. Culture Casita says, how do you feel about my great hair and beard? I mean, razors help. I'm fucking with you. Oh man. But yes, I think this is a big issue here for her, and I think that if this director actually did this, they should be pursued for tortious interference. If they're in a country where it's easy for her to do that. So if this is a person who is also in Canada, and this corporation is a Canadian corporation, right? Or maybe Hong Kong, if she's doing this out of Hong Kong, and she's got connections in Hong Kong, right? She needs to get on that. I would get on that for sure. I'm currently looking for a new temporary distributor and using my funds to purchase the remaining merch so we can ship the orders that were affected. This is an issue here, guys. So Doki she's a big-hearted girl, and she often ends up using a lot of her own money, right? And one of the things she needs to do here is the cost of replacement, the cost to go out and purchase the remaining merch, that needs to be billed to the incompetent director that is now committing a tortious interference. So those extra costs need to fall on the director who is negligent. And yes, somebody in the chat saying accountants are important too. Yes, accountants are important too. Big shout out to my favorite accountant, Mexican Iron Man. Good friend of the channel. Let's see. Okay, I think I got that part. All right. So said, thank you for your time. I'm sorry for the Dragoons that were affected. I'm currently working as best I can to refund those that requested. Since many of you have waited so long, and I'm really sorry. I just wanted to be transparent with all of you, as I know it's been pretty frustrating regarding the merch and why I've not released anything new on the website, since I want to fix the situation before looking to sell anything. It's been a huge learning experience, and that's part of the journey, right? And I don't think anybody's mad at Doki, or anybody should be mad at her. Obviously, she did nothing wrong here, right? Other than perhaps you could say maybe she didn't maybe scrutinize the people she hired as much, but that's probably due to inexperience, right? She's not run a company before. It's the first time she's run a company. So hopefully she gets better and improves over time as a person who runs her own business. Look, as somebody who works for themselves, I have my own businesses, right, in different countries. I can tell you about hiring staff or hiring even temporary workers, contractors. It's a learning experience, right? I've had several clippers. Shout out to my current clipper, Eagle, right? Not every clipper is made equal. Not every time you arrange something, it works out perfectly. You have to work very carefully over time and improve to be able to learn to vet your employees, vet your contractors, vet the people you're working with. So, I mean, that's a learning experience. You could say it's her mistake, but it's a reasonable mistake. It's a business mistake. It's something that helps you learn and grow. And we shouldn't be so afraid to say, hey, we make mistakes every now and then. And she seems to own that, apologize, and move on. So I don't hold that against her. I think that's quite normal. That's part of being an entrepreneur, a business owner, right? Very much normal part of the process. So hopefully she learns from this and grows from this. And I really, obviously, just like before, wish the best for Doki. Silbury says, been a while, Crocodile. Thank you, Silbury, for the 2. Valrouge La Fox as a new member. Thank you so much, Valrouge. Appreciate you rejoining as a member. Thank you. Remember the RPG. What else we got here? We got Marksman saying, was about to watch a movie when you went live. Well, aren't you glad that I stepped in here? Also, is this a member stream? Wait, hold on. I think one of these got censored. Why did this get censored? So apparently, what is it? Who got this? Marksman says, hello, breaking news. Nikaido returned minus 250 laps. Oh, crazy. Repton says, for 5 Canadian, isn't that how she spent 200K in 1 year as selling while Nijisanji? Please correct me if I'm wrong. It's similar because she just is a good-hearted girl who wants to go put out the money instead of saying, hey, no, this is something you should pay. So she just goes ahead and pays up front, and this way people get away with murder, really. So this director is getting away with something that he should be paying for, and she should pursue legally that chain. Right now, I'm not a Canadian lawyer, right? But it's a similar situation up there in Kazakhstan, and that's absolutely something that in all systems that are even a shade similar to the US, as Canada is, right? That would be something that is akin to a tort, right? Lesbian, Rose Thorn, Evil Sword, Excalibur for Singapore 10 says, hello there. Thought I'd stop by and drop a small donation. It's been a while. Dokibird is very kind and professional all around. I agree entirely. She seems very professional. She wants to hold herself above it. She wants to be morally in the right, and which is why people love her. And that is how some nasty people take advantage of her Doki love. I agree, because she's such a trusting and nice person. And one of the struggles for trusting and nice people, and I was like this when I was a kid too. I was the same way. I always presumed that people had good intentions and good motivations. It's just to understand that people are complicated, and sometimes they have mixed motivations. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad, sometimes they're just self-interested. And learning to vet people a little bit better, just a little bit. And that's not her fault necessarily. It's a mistake, but it's part of the natural learning process. When you're learning to ride a bike and you fall off a bike, yeah, that's a mistake, right? But that's part of the process. You fall off the bike, you get back on the bike, and you keep riding the bike, right? That's how you learn. And we shouldn't, in our society and culture, be so hard on people for making mistakes. We should say, no, that's good. You made the mistake. Learn from that. Move on. We should be supportive of that instead of being like, ha, you fucked up. No. Learn from it and grow. And this is a situation where we're going to talk about Niji a little bit later. Niji has an opportunity, and they keep having these opportunities to do the right thing, to actually help their talents. But what I don't see from Niji is learning and growing, right? I see that from Doki. Doki appears to be growing, moving in the right direction, positive growth. But when we talk about Niji, it's exactly the opposite. They have these opportunities, these golden opportunities to really help their talents, to really help people, and they refuse to do it. It's nuts. Elwin for 20,000 dong says she's Doki boss now. I'd love to work for her, to be honest. Well, you should hit her up and contact her. Maybe there's some way you can help her. Maybe she needs that Viet connection. Valrouge LaFox says, I have a sub to recur, but YouTube didn't want that. That's weird. That's weird. YouTube is weird sometimes. Make sure you guys are subbed. Ding the like bell. We got 858 of you in here today. Share out the stream one place or another, and appreciate you. What is okay? Sorry, I looked over at my locals, and Max Mura is posting weird anime. I'm like, what are you posting, Max? What are you doing, you weird Japanese man? Erherzog, Karvan, Chechen coming through with not just 10, not just 15, but 20.
Not a sin. I cannot absolve you. Mega based.
And thank you so much for following through. I know you hit me up on locals and you said, hey, I'm going to be donating a little bit, at the next stream. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Appreciate your support. Appreciate being a good friend of the channel. Appreciate you always saying hi. And for those that got the memberships, please make sure you say thank you or vielen Dank to Herzog Karl von Ostertschechen. Appreciate that. He says right here, Good Morgen, Mr. Mindset. I have a couple gifts for you. How are you and how was your day? Sehr gut. I'm just waking up. I was up until 5 a.m. I was out with some clients, showing them the town, having fun. It was fantastic. We had a great time, which is what I love. I just love to have a good time with both my clients in real life and you degenerates on YouTube. I know that some of you maybe know better than I,
monkey.
but that doesn't mean I don't love you. I appreciate all you guys. But thank you so much, and thank you for the gifts. Very, very based. All right. So that's what we got for Doki. Hopefully she gets that situation sorted and worked out, right? And I'm sending my big love to Doki. Now, let's go into disrespect, and then we're going to finish with Scarla. Looks like we're good on time here, and Lydia with that Doki review. So we're going to get to that. By the way, insert name here. Becoming a new member. Appreciate you joining, and appreciate all you guys that are over here joining over with the replay gang level. Welcome. All right, let's get to Dr. Disrespect. So Dr. Disrespect has now come back, and he had in a 20-minute session a response to the Twitch ban allegations. Now we're going to read a summary. If I had headphones and this was not a scuffed stream, I would watch the whole video. The video's here. You can watch it here. But what we're going to do is we're just going to read the summary, right? So I'm going to go through the summary and talk about where there may be some big issues with this and where I can see lawsuits coming out, and also why we'll switch to the white, the non-jaundice version. There we go. Right. Why I said Twitch is not an innocent party here. And one thing I said through all this is I said, Guy, Dr. Disrespect can be a piece of shit. And he may be, right? That may be true. I don't know him personally. It's not my bro, right? But Twitch was not innocent. In fact, Twitch is doing some fuck shit. And we're going to talk about that with Lydia and with Scarla. Twitch is doing some fucked up shit. Right? They are. Let's acknowledge that. But we can have situations where there's no really good party here. There's no party. There's no person that's like in the right in this. But legally, there may be defamation. But what's not defamation, hold on, is 50 legal mindset memberships.
What the fuck?
Thank you so much, Herzog Karl von Österreich. Appreciate you coming through big on this channel. Really, really, really love it. Thank you. All right. That is absolutely great. And also, if you receive a gift membership, please say thank you to Herzog Karl. Also, I see JR Simon saying good morning, good early morning from Central USA. We're doing good. I'm in Thailand. People asking where I'm at right now. I'll be in Japan next week. And then in October, I will be in Korea, which I'm really looking forward to. It's been a while since I've been back. Blue Fire said, it's been a while. Happy to catch us live. Welcome back, Blue Fire. Good to see you. And Brandon, the anime guy, says, IMO, the doctor, is in a superior position to strike at the heart of the beast. And you were right. Twitch is the evil of evils. Fuck them. Yeah, fuck Twitch. No love lost for Twitch here. I like this. Der Herzog is heute sehr großzügig. Very good. Very good. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. So what's going on with the doctor? He's reapplying for monetization, but he's going to stream regardless. But ballsy move. And this is a good one because if he is denied monetization by YouTube, this actually may be a move because oftentimes creators are too small to sue YouTube, but Dr. Disrespect might have enough money to actually sue YouTube for demonetization and win, right? This is a case where it could set precedent if Dr. Disrespect sues YouTube for the demonetization for the lost revenue. He could win. He could actually make enough money. So that would actually be hilarious if just on that section, we haven't even got to Twitch yet, just for YouTube, because we don't have enough cases setting a precedent for YouTube just willy-nilly demonetizing people because they feel way too fresh. They're feeling themselves demonetizing people. Speaking of feeling themselves, we're over 1,000 people, and big thanks to the Akko raid. I'm loving those tentacles. You know, whenever I see those tentacles, I'm like,
Disgusting.
appreciate y'all coming in. Straight Shot says, does Twitch get Cody's ass first for the NDA or then Doc? Has Twitch sued yet? Here's the thing, and we're going to talk about this with Cody. If Twitch was going to sue Cody, they should have already done it. Now, for over a month, they've been sitting on their ass doing nothing. So Twitch didn't do that. Now, when Dr. Disrespect starts suing people, he gets to sue Cody and Twitch for not enforcing the NDA, for not locking Cody down. This is going to be, I mean, if he goes for them, it'll be good. But once again, we've got YouTube in here too. So you got both major social media platforms. Felzu said you should cover J-List versus N-Hentai. I need to look into that. Also, it's N-Hentai, so I got questions. Not that I would know what that site is. I have no idea. I have no clue. I'm innocent part of here. I know nothing. I am totally innocent. And I'm totally not in a chat that's full of
Degenerates. You guys degenerates.
Real quick, Mark of Reality dropped 10 Legal Mindset memberships. Oh, you guys are just coming up real base with the memberships today. We've got 118 memberships today. Welcome to all those new members. Very, very, very based. Also, we've got here Secret Final Boss, who joined as a member of the RPG. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, Jacob Andrew had the question here because we're talking about the demonetization, right? So he's reapplying for YouTube monetization. No, it wasn't over the tweets itself. It's really over the underlying allegation, right? So the point is that that YouTube believed what was contained within the tweet, right? The defamatory thing, and based on allegedly defamatory, and based on that information alone, decided to demonetize them. This is where we've gotten in this like race to demonetization. It's a real problem. And the social media companies do need to give people due process. I think we have a problem that they are not giving people even a modicum of due process. And now it's all a PR thing. Oh, the tweets look bad, so now you're demonetized. The only person who doesn't do that is really Elon with X. Now, X's monetization isn't on the same scale as YouTube or Twitch, right? And most streamers, you're not going to make like a full-time revenue off of X. You could, I guess, but it's different, right? The only person who's not really afraid is Elon. Other than that, everybody else is pretty afraid. Also, it has a call dropping another 2 here. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Appreciate that so much. Fellows who said, and hentai has answers. I'm going to do a deep dive on hentai. That sounds bad, but we're going to go there. We'll go there. It says, I finally made a video and uploaded it to YouTube and Rumble, I guess, or Rumble. Cool. Mark Jackson says the NDA felt suspiciously, very suspiciously, always felt off. It is, because I think the NDA is more for the benefit of Twitch than Dr. Disrespect. I think that Twitch is the one that wanted that because they're the ones that fucked up. And I think there's culpability on their side. I'm not saying Doc is innocent. He's not innocent. Clearly, he had something there. He had something. And I always said this. I consistently said this about Dr. Disrespect. Dr. Disrespect was always kind of guilty, but so was Twitch. They wouldn't have entered into an NDA. And I got on with Mark Kern, Grums. He said the same thing. You don't have an NDA as Twitch. You don't want one if it's all on Dr. Disrespect. You want it if there's something on your side you want to hide too. That's why. This was really sus. Also, Kieran asked real quick, a similar thing happened to Lauren Chin and Tennant. That's a whole separate topic. I'm going to need to get into that on a separate stream because that's like a deep dive on what's going on with Lauren Tennant and Lauren Chin, Tennant, Tim Pool, all that stuff with the Russian stuff. That's a separate stream, but a good topic. Maybe it'll be a member stream actually because that's a pretty good one. But I am aware of it. Anyways, let's continue with this. Staying on topic here. In the Twitch lawsuit, all parties were not allowed to speak publicly after the lawsuit was resolved. Settlement said no one could speak publicly, but if one side violated, he could respond. This is exactly what I said. I said this word for word in my analysis. And I said, look, these guys are the ones that fucked up. Ex-Twitch employee Cody Connors leaked the report for the 2020 ban. Doc says there will be repercussions for accusing him, stating, you don't know shit. You didn't have firsthand knowledge. You said I sexted a minor through whisper messages. And he talks about the legal definition of sexting and minor, which is going to get Cody fucked with defamation because Cody really, really hates Dr. Disrespect. And when you're malicious like that, you're opening yourself up for defamation. It says the user was over the legal age of consent at the time of messages. So there you go. So that saying he sexted a minor, was it sexting? Were there images exchanged? Right? Defamation. And who's that on for not locking it down? Twitch, because they had an NDA. They should have an NDA with him. He was a Twitch employee. Says user was over the legal age of consent at the time of messages. He never intended to meet the user. They never made plans and never met. Twitch's trust and safety team admitted the messages weren't sexting and acknowledged it was not CSM. CSM. You guys can read this. I don't need to say it. He says there was no exchange of sexually explicit messages or images. He said he used the term inappropriately, purposefully in his initial response, but said it was mutual bantering with inappropriate jokes taken out of context. You know what's inappropriate about it? The fact that he was married, right? The fact that he was married. That's what's really inappropriate about it. Just like with our good old friend, Nick Recato. Right, which by the way, I don't know if you guys saw my Twitch post today, my Twitter post today, but it's really funny. Aaron Amolti, one of the parties in that swinger couple thing, now in a gossip rag, Perez Hilton is referred to as Kayla Recado's ex, and imagine that if like your kids have to go back and look at this and have to be like this is what's out there forever. Crazy stuff. Once again, when you go down these rabbit holes, crazy stuff happens. But in this case, this is something that's caused damage to his reputation because you've gone out there and you've said these things about him and they're not true. And Twitter knows they're not true. Twitch knows they're not true. Twitch never had a legal analysis on whether his messages were even illegal. This is huge. Twitch never even paid a $7 an
パーキングモ
hour.
ンキーとかさ、
At least Nijisanji, the Japanese black corporation, has some underpaid law students. They don't even have that. These people don't even have an in-house counsel that can look at it real quick and do a legal analysis. Are you fucking kidding me? Crazy stuff. Notes his ex-Twitch partner manager never supported him and carried a grudge against them. This is very true. A lot of those guys, the same partner manager is involved with him getting banned. This is bad faith. This is actionable, and he could sue over that. And that's probably why they settled. That's probably why Twitch paid him out. Twitch users he was accused of inappropriately messaging said they didn't want to report anything to Twitch. The user was encouraged by an ex-partner manager to report the situation. The same partner manager escalated it to Twitch law enforcement in response. But you know what's crazy here? Twitch law enforcement doesn't know anything about the law. Their whole law enforcement function is a fucking joke. It's a kangaroo court. They don't have a single lawyer. They don't have a single lawyer on their law enforcement team.
What the fuck?
Crazy. Like, this is negligence on Twitch's part, if it is true. If this is true, Twitch is fucked. Now, mind you, this is coming from Guy. This is coming from Dr. Disrespect. So he could be lying, but holy fuck. If this is true, Twitch is fucked. Twitch is screwed. So they pull entirety of whisper messages. Doc says they cherry pick out a few of out of context excerpts from the messages. 1 hour later, Doc is suspended. NCMEC was reported to Doc's messages. The case was not escalated to law enforcement. Twitch bans Doc without a legal analysis that his messages were even illegal. Doc was banned without him or the alleged victim being interviewed. A judge determined his messages weren't illegal. Oh, boy. Says he's 6'8", beautiful family in life. Accuses other Twitch streamers of bad acts, but were never banned. Very true. Saying the N-word, reported doing things with dead animals, discussing PDF topics. Accuses Twitch of using this as a way to terminate his contract. References two big streamers being assigned to leave Twitch around this time. I'm assuming he is accusing Twitch of freeing up capital, terminating Doc's contract, but kept other big streamers from leaving as Ninja and Shroud left for Mixer. It says he has more he won't disclose. All statements according to Dr. Disrespect. Crazy stuff. Massive amounts of liability. He's definitely got a case there, 100% without a doubt. Right? Heads up Carl says, finish with gifts. I did 72 gifts because it should be at 128 gifts. I want to be at 200 because I want to support the best community ever. Love you, chat, moderators, and Mr. Mindset. Keep being awesome. Not going to stop, baby. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Heads up Carl. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And Silvery said, remember Twitch paid out the first time. Exactly. You do not pay out unless you're culpable. People don't just pay out that amount of money, millions. You don't pay out millions just for someone to go away. That's not a nuisance lawsuit. A nuisance lawsuit is like maybe 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, maybe. Millions? No. That's not a nuisance lawsuit. That's something with some meat on the line. There's a hook in there, right? Real quick, Kiernoth with 5 Legal Mindset memberships and Culture Casino with 10. Oh baby, let's get a new one out here.
Yeah, I'm in favor of execution. Maybe our entire team needs to be executed after tonight.
Appreciate all you guys. I'm not going to execute any of you. I love all of you guys. Thank you so much. Almost 1,500 of you here today. Please make sure you smash the like button for this Uber Scuff stream. Coming back hot with the scuff. right? 10 Legal Mindset memberships there and 5. Thank you so much for that. And if you got one, please say thank you in the chat if you received a gift membership at any point, whether it's from Airheads Carl, Culture, Kiernoth, Muzzy, anybody else who's Doug Diaz, anybody else who's gifted. Please make sure you're saying thank you, thank you, thank you. Adam Wolford said, have you heard of the tenant thing with Tim Pool? Yes, I will cover that on a separate stream. A little bit limited on time today. We're a little bit crunched today on time as I'm still working with clients in another city in Thailand, but I will cover that on a separate stream. End of a beginning said, if you're willing to speculate, oh, I love speculation. Now, a lot of other creators get butthurt with speculation because they don't like hypos, or they're like, how dare you come up with a hypo? That's what lawyers are supposed to be comfortable with. They're supposed to be comfortable with running hypotheticals. So I'm comfortable with hypotheticals, and I have no problem with it because I'm an adult lawyer that can deal with hypothetical situations. That said, what are the odds of this issue with Twitch could cause them to change their practices regarding minors if this goes to court? I don't think it'll be regarding minors. I think if this went to court, I think what this will do is it'll change their procedure. They're going to have to change their procedure so they give people some due process. So when they're going to ban somebody, they give you a chance to respond. At least try to respond, right? You should have some ability to say, hey, you're going to ban me, so can I please give a response? Can I tell you why I may have done this thing or not done this thing, or one thing or another? Who knows, right? Who knows? That might be better. That might be something that avoids this in the future. Silbury says, if I see something flying in the sky and I don't know what it is, it's an unidentified flying object. I don't then go, it must be aliens. I literally said, I don't know what it is. Exactly. All you got to say is that you don't know. No idea. One Wasavi. What's up? WASAVI says, the LEC actually said there was no issue. Then the Twitch agent escalated even more, and that was got him banned. And this is the problem. People inside, and thank you for that Mexican 50 pesos. Muchas gracias, senor. Or senorita, I don't know. I'm not going to try to, we don't really, we're not Latinx here. We don't care about pronouns. But anyways, whatever got him banned was that personal relationship, was that person who fucking hated him, who fucking hated Dr. Disrespect and went up and up and up and whined about it on the inside, because there's certain of these people that are mentally deranged. And look, I get that you may not like Dr. Disrespect. I don't feel one way or another about him. I really could care less about Dr. Disrespect one way or another, right? But that said, there are people that will just hate somebody, but those people in a corporation are the ones you actually need to protect from, because they're the ones that can cause the most damage and have the most legal liability. When your organization is a bunch of deranged activists, that's a problem. And Twitch has a lot of problems. Twitch has a lot of problems against VTubers, which we're about to talk about. We're going to go into Scarla and Lydia. They're extremely biased against VTubers. They fucking hate VTubers because all the partner managers and all that, they're all simping for the e-girls, right, for the flesh tuber e-girls. And they have these connections with them, and they all are trying to get in their pants. They're all trying to fuck them, even though they're never going to do it because they're a bunch of beta losers, right, that are just like, I moderated your chat. Will you please fuck me? No, they're not even going to go on a date with you. I'm sorry. It's sad. It's really fucking sad. I see that stuff, and I watch these guys, and I'm like, because that's all it is. That's all it is. And as they say here, RFC says, the flesh is weak. 2D never betrays you, okay? The editor for Pokimane. Yeah, the editor for Pokimane. Great example. Because that's what it is. And they're creeps. They're fucking creepy. They're creepy as hell. The creepy simps. Weird simps. And they're weird. But you know what's not weird? Nikki P coming through with 10. Thanks, my girl. And Jackson for 5. Appreciate y'all. Nikki, thank you so much. Mwah. And Jackson for 5. Thank you, Jackson. Let's play a new clip. You know what? I've been playing some of the same. I got to mix it up here. Let's do a fresh one. This was a good one. A little Shondo for your life.
And when I got to the till, the barista not only had the audacity to be a woman, derogatory, but also talk to me. This is unacceptable. So in no uncertain terms, I screamed, "Excuse me, whore! I'm married! Do not flirt with me! as I proceeded to show her my phone wallpaper and wallet photos, which were both of my live fallen shadow, and then I proceeded to growl at her until the police arrived to escort me out.
It's been a while since I played the Shondo clip. I love Shondo. So great. Very based too. Very based. Much love for Shondo. Based fem cells. Yes, yes. Indeed, indeed, indeed. She's not going to sleep with you, bro. Just going to say. All right. So, yeah, Turbulence says Asmon's chat went nutty on him for giving Doc the benefit of the doubt. For some reason, he's guilty of grape no matter what. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. And, like, honestly, Asmon has been getting, like, some pretty damn good takes recently. Like, I watched some of his videos on, like, Wukong and Concord, which, by the way, fucking Concord. Bro, I was laughing my ass off. Concord is done. Kotaku, IGN, PC Gamer, all these fucking shill game journalists were trying to fluff their, whatever member Concord had. They were trying to resurrect this dead corpse, which had 30 people playing it. 30 people. There's more people. Guys, more people have liked this video than have played fucking Concord, okay? Let's just be real clear right now. We've got, hold on, 380. Come on, guys. We're only at 387 likes. Come on. We got to get that up. Let's get that up to 700. We got 1,400 people in here. We get half like ratio. Let's get that up. Let's 20x the amount of people that played Concord, okay? Let's 20x that. And I love the fact that, like, all the devs were commenting, and they're like, this is a great game, or, oh, look at my physical copy. I'm like, okay, dev posting. It was absolutely hilarious. But anyways, yeah, same thing with Dr. Disrespect and Asmon. Look, Asmon had a fair take. He had a very fair take. People should be given the benefit of the doubt. We should not be running out on Twitch and making ultimate conclusions. Now, we can say, okay, it looks this way, right? Or it looks that way, right? But just based on a post alone without any other evidence, particularly in a situation like Doc's, where we don't have the we don't have the full context. So I want to see the full context. And we may see it now. The crazy thing is, we may have a lawsuit where we actually get to see how fucked up Twitch is. And this can not only be the nail in the coffin for Twitch, which would be great if Dr. Disrespect literally destroys Twitch financially. That would be chef's kiss, right? But we get to see the dirty laundry behind the scenes, all those sort of messages they don't want out there. Not only would that expose Twitch, but it'd expose all these people who need to be called out for the fucking weirdos they are. They need to be called out. Here's a call for 5 euros. Says, I'm still tired, but so I'm going. I'm excited to watch the VOD. Hopefully I can give 200 in December, maybe to hold on. Wish you a good day. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. I'm looking forward to that very, very much. Ember Creatine says, this is why innocent until proven guilty is so important, and why defamation and slander are important. Exactly. When people get out there past the facts, past what we have as evidence or what we have as presumptive evidence, that's where you get into defamation. And that's where people were going with Doc, because they just fucking hated him. And look, I was fair. I said, look, Doc is probably not innocent here either. And he's married. So at the end of the day, he betrayed a vow to his wife, and I don't think he was non-monogamous. So I'm assuming that he was monogamous, or his marriage vows were monogamous. So he probably breached a marriage vow to his wife. That's a fair assumption. I think it sounds like he admits that he did, right? Which is the bigger problem. Right, for a second time, right? Someone pointed out for a second time, kind of makes him a little bit of a piece of shit, right? So do you know why? Do we know what came of the asshole who said buy tickets to my stand-up comedy show and I'll tell you what Doc did? Yeah, I don't know. He kind of went away. I think Doc threatened him to sue him, or there was some action there, and he just disappeared, because that was clearly something that could be actionable. And thank you for the super sticker, Heads Up Carl. Appreciate the Shiba. Love the Shibas. Love my Shibas. Adam Welford for 5. Thank you so much, Adam. Appreciate the 5. I'll give you a little bit of how we do things on Legal Mindset.
All right, explain this to me like I'm retarded.
That won't be that hard.
Because all of us feel a little tarded sometimes, in the French sense of the word. Emperor Creatine for 5 said the average housefly has a lifespan between 15 to 30 days, depending on its environment, which is more than a day Concord was live. I love the post that compared Concord to a carrot and how carrots have a longer fucking shelf life than Concord. It's so great. And a carrot costs 25 cents. Concord costs $40. Wolfenbach, welcome as a new member. Welcome to the Legal Mindsets. Welcome. Knight for 500 yen. What's up, homie? So Twitch destroyed. It's double-edged, dude. Where do you think all the e-thoughts will run away to? There will always be a home for e-thoughts. First of all, they've always got OnlyFans, right? They've always got OnlyFans, which is where most of them should be anyways. They should really just be streaming on OnlyFans should just be a streaming platform for those girls, right? Just be honest about what they're doing and just go to OnlyFans, right? I mean, it's fine. And by the way, I have no problem with that. So if they want to go to OnlyFans, that's fine. I'm not like, go to OnlyFans. Just be honest about what you're doing. My whole thing is, look, just be transparent. Don't pretend you're doing something you're not. Just do it proudly. If you're going to make an adult video, just go to Pornhub, all right? Like, you're going to just go to Pornhub. It's okay. That's fine. Just be honest about it. That's my whole problem. Analyzing the Rakeda case, it's like a lot of things that I call out. It's just a dishonesty about it. Just be honest about it. Right, if you're going to be and I'm hitting on Nick a little bit here, but I've covered that case pretty extensively on this channel. Right, if you're going to be a swinger, just say, "Hey, I'm a swinger." Just have the balls to say, "Hey, I'm doing this." Right, when people don't do that, that's a problem. An LCPL anime guy, I didn't miss your thing. I have a very specific way I read stuff, so just understand. There's a method to my madness of how I read the super chats. It's a special mindset blend. Our machine spirits are angry at flesh tubers, messing with Dokibird again, proceeding with the virus infiltration. Praise the Omnissiah. Tech Priest, E3AG. Yes, praise the Omnissiah indeed. I appreciate the 40K references. By the way, I saw somebody like posting about how female custodies should look, and they were posting some girls that were actually pretty hot. I don't know if I forget if I still, I don't think I still have that post pulled up. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. But yeah, it was actually a pretty good post. There's some female bodybuilders that I think, okay, they could do a custody if they were going to actually go that way. But although I think female custodians are bullshit. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Jacob Andrews says, a suggestion for a video since you're on the topic. You can't make this up by asking my Williams. I'll check it out off stream. We're a little bit, I've got to go in about 10 minutes. So, or actually 9 minutes. So yeah, I'm speed running this. Yellow Flash 2. What's up, Yellow Flash? Says, caught on One Piece. Amazing World Building. What's up, bro? I got to come on with you at some point in the future. Let's talk about One Piece. I've watched most of One Piece. Not all, but a lot. So I'm pretty fluent on it. And I appreciate your dedication to the anime, man. Just getting through it and like chugging through it. Fucking really G. So yeah, love it. Appreciate that. And much love to you. Hope you're doing well for you and your family. And always, welcome on my channel. And I'm happy to come on yours. Alugia says, Concord grapes have a shelf life of 30 days. Grapes outliving the game. OF is already saturated with average women. Saying that the Twitch e-girls are average women. Oh, nuked. Knight says Twitch. Oh, no, got that one already. And then Sean Moore said it also caused his departure from Midnight Society, which he mentioned today, because of layoffs shortly after the studio's been laid off. He can sue for damages for all of that. He can sue over Midnight Studio. He can sue over the layoffs. He can sue over lost revenue. Dr. Disrespect has a nuclear case. So let's get to here because I want to make sure I cover this. Scarla, our girl over here at Nijisanji. Now, once again, a lot of people think I irrationally hate Nijisanji because I call out Nijisanji's bullshit with them being a black company in Japan, this black VTuber agency. But I actually like some of the VTubers there, and I've actually made no mistake. Scarla, I found out about her because people tried to cancel her over the Starbucks stuff. But she's actually pretty fucking cool, and I actually like her content. I don't get to watch as much as I would want to, but I think she's a good content creator on Nijisanji, and I think that's a good example that even at Niji, there can be really good content creators. I like her, right? I like her. So that said, now that I've kind of fangirled on Scarlett, she got her fucking Twitch account suspended out of nowhere. And Homegirl here said she hasn't streamed a single day on Twitch and barely used the account. right? She says, I think it was due to the one time we had a party in the Twitch chat. But like, bro, look at what they say too. Due to the severe nature of the violation, the severe nature, this is just like ridiculous. This is just like, bro, what the fuck? Like, why you gotta literally terminate somebody who hasn't really even streamed there? Doesn't make much sense to me. And then you got our homegirl, Lydia Nekazawa, who's over here getting banned for being too sexy. Content classification, sexual themes. And what she's doing is she's fucking singing here. I think I can play it. Hold on, I won't be able to hear it, but I'll play a little bit of this. Because this is her singing. So I think, okay, I think the audio's on. I won't be able to hear it. This is all for you guys.
There it goes.
This is
It was the boss the whole time. That was her message was peace, guys.
here's that's your peak sexual content, guys. Peak sexuality, right? You guys can hear it. There you go. Okay, I paused it. That's what you got. It's ridiculous. It's arbitrary, and Twitch needs to be fucking held to account. And what it takes is somebody big like Dr. Disrespect to sue. Now, Nijisanji, let's talk about Nijisanji real quick. So Scarla just got taken off the platform. If Niji wants a redemption arc, Nijisanji needs to sue Twitch or needs to demand Twitch reinstate her account. They need to take action. This is the type of thing where Niji needs to redeem itself by protecting its clients, protecting its talent, not clients, talent, employees, right? Niji should do that. And Niji could do that. But are they going to do that? No, they're going to say, oh, you have to fight it with Twitch. It's fucked. Oh, hold on. It's been reinstated, but the Niji didn't do it. The fans did. That's fucked. And thank you for the update. I did not know it was reinstated. People say, I think it's been reinstated. It's reinstated. Okay. Well, I'm happy it's reinstated, but what I'm saying is Niji didn't do it. Niji didn't do it. That's so fucked. That's so fucked. Niji doesn't give a shit. And once again, this shows they have no PR. If they had a PR guy, if they hired Armchair Expert, my boy Armchair Expert, shout out to Armchair Expert. They hired my boy Armchair Expert, they'd be fine. Right? If they went out there and hired somebody, anybody better than
Fighting monkey,
they'd be fine. But they just can't do that. You should have seen Scarlett's nip clam strip. I'm going to have to find that clip. I'm going to have to clip the nip. We'll just say that. Alan West says this, they can't be because being honest destroys their narcissistic fantasy. Remember Jack Murphy? $5 to torpedo his carefully crafted identity. Yes, Jack Murphy, Nick, Twitch, all these people, these narcissists, these people behind the scenes, they all can't just be honest and just come out there and say, this is how it is, right? It's crazy. Just be honest, man. Just come out there and say it. Just own it. King Lugia says for 5 legal mindset. And by the way, before I get to this, you know who's honest? Doki. Doki said she messed up and she admitted it and she moved on. She's like, hey, I made a mistake and moved on. And guess what? People forgave her for that, for being honest. This just shows you the power of honesty. Dokibird versus douchebags, right? Be Doki. Don't be the douchebags. Now, Doki still has stuff to grow and improve. She's not perfect, right? But she's on the right track. And that's a person with a good heart, a good person, a good mind. She's going to make it. She's got to endure through the hardships and keep pushing, But King Lugia for 5. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. So good. Thank you so much. Oyamada. So from what I gather, Scarlett was banned because her chat was doing a hype train on a non-partner channel due to money laundering. Money laundering? Nobody's really money laundering. right? There's no money laundering. You know what the definition of legal money laundering is? No one's money laundering here. It might have been they're concerned about it, or Twitch is like, oh, this might be money laundering, but there's no real money laundering. That's bullshit, right? Scarla is not, or fans were not money laundering. Tech Daddy said, of course, Niji won't. They need the money for the yacht upkeep and the McLaren. Rasen Dragori said this is going to be the last year of Niji EN. Ooh. Yeah, that'll be great. That'll be great. All right. So, last thing, but not least. I promised to do it. Someone wanted me to do it live. So we're doing it live here. Because I know you guys. And I know you guys are degenerates. So let's review the Lydia Nekazawa dakimakura. So we got that right here, guys. We got the dakimakura right here. So what do I think? Well, wholesome in the front. Wholesome in the front. But the back, that tail, though. I'm just saying, that tail. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. It's going to trigger all of them.
Degenerates. You guys degenerates.
So, do appreciate that. This is my live docu review. 5 cat girls for the dakimakura review. All the eyeballs in the chat. The DJs, yeah. Appreciate that. Shout out to my girl Lydia. I hope she appreciates that love too. She's a good friend of the channel and a great girl with a great heart. Also, shout out to everybody like Culture Casino, Yellow Flash, who stopped by today. I do appreciate all you guys. You guys are fucking great channels, great content creators. Big shout out to Dokibird, all the other people out there creating stuff, making people enjoy their time on the internet. You guys are doing the Lord's work and really, really appreciate you. Please drop a like on this video. I am off today for another day in the Kingdom of Thailand. But until next time, stay based, and we'll leave you with my intro that I forgot to play.
Welcome to สวัสดีครับ